have this problem? Like, shit just does not want to open for you, and then you're like ripping the box because you can't like get it out. I feel like I do that all the time, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, you know, you watch people do these unboxings and they're like opening things all nice, and I'm like, that shit does not go like that for me at all. Not at all. So all right. Oh, goodness. It's not too early. Fight me. Anyway, just having some more coffee. Because my day's not crazy enough, I need to add more caffeine so I can get more worked up over everything that is going wrong, because it's literally taking me about an hour to get to this point of the video. Yeah, that's how my day's going. So anyway, so we're just gonna start off. I don't understand the names, but anyway, we're gonna start off with Peach. And I'm going to use this Luxie 209 large shader brush. There we go. Oh, minus that extra little hair on top. Took that out. So anyway, I'm just going to go into that color. Just go all over the lid. So I'm thinking I want to work with the colors down here. So I think I'm just going to go right in for the gusto. And I'm going to take Cocoa. I'm going to put that all over the lid. Let's see, let's see. Okay. And there's no product on my brush. That's just me picking it up. I didn't use any MAC Fix Plus or setting spray or any kind of liquid. So there is fallout. Is it gonna mess up my makeup? Not really sure, because I have my full face done already. You don't need to be super precise. I'm just picking up the color and pressing it all over the lid. See what kind of coverage I can get. And I have to go up higher because I have hooded eyelids. So if I don't go up high enough, it transfers anyway. So I want it to reach that point. So it definitely looks different. Like when you look at it in the pan, it has like you see like these silver speckles. There we go. See, so you can see where you get the cocoa color from, because it has that chocolatey undertone. But it also looks like it has like a reddish play on the color, like a reddish purplish play. And then it's got those silver flecks. But on the eye, like I definitely looking at myself in the mirror and looking at my eye, it definitely looks chocolatey. So eyeshadows are interesting like that. I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush. It's a Cheeky N218 from the Farah Beauty. It's super big and fluffy. It wiped away the color, but it definitely left all of the glittery, silvery speckles. So note to self, don't do your makeup first. Don't do your face makeup if you have an issue with glitter on your face. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this on here, and I'm just going to use, I don't have my MAC Fix Plus with me, but I'm just going to use some setting spray. because I just want to see if that intensifies that color at all. See what it does. Because that's what we're here to do, right? See how this palette does. So I'm going to let that sit and let it dry. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. Okay, so boom. So both eyes are done. It's a big situation. So we're just going to keep rolling with it. So I'm going to go in with Chestnut because I feel like that pulls some of that color from in there I was saying. Like it has like a reddishy, purplish tone to it. So we're going to go on with this Chestnut. And this I'm going to use as that transition shade. And I'm just going to start lightly out here because I'm not really sure what the shade's going to do because I haven't put it on yet. So we're just going to use it to buff out. See how it's like a super harsh line? So we're going to use this Chestnut color to buff out that harsh line. And could you have done this, you know, opposite way and done the lid last? Absolutely. You do whatever the hell you want. This is just the situation I decided to get myself into today with this palette. So, yeah. So anyway, you can pick up a little more color. Put it there. I'm just doing little circles out here. And then buff. Buff it out. You know what they say, when in doubt, blend it out, buff it out, whatever you want to say. And usually when I'm doing, so there's even more fallout. So as I'm buffing that color out, there's more fallout. Again, probably not the best idea to do the lid color first. But again, that's why I'm doing this video, so you can see what happens, so you don't make these mistakes. Yeah. So just buff it out. I'm gonna get smaller, fluffier brush. Actually, I'm gonna use this Luxie 229 tapered blending brush. It's just a smaller, fluffier brush compared to that tapered brush I was using. So this is the one I was using, and now I'm going in to use this one. And I'm not putting any product on it. I'm going to tip my head back because when you're doing your makeup, change the angle that you're doing it at. So change around. Don't just stay in one position and keep going. You want to change it. So usually, just a little tidbit, when I am doing my makeup, I usually have different mirrors set up. So I have one where I can look at myself, you know, a little further away, and then I have the one that's like up close so I can see. And then I change, you know, the direction of my head, the angle. When I look up like this, it gives me more lid space so I can work there, and then I'll bring my head back down so then I can see what it's going to look like straight on. So see the difference there? And then if I tip up, you know, I can see in here, and then I'll bring my eye back down because you see how my lid is now getting, this space is smaller. If I keep my eyes level, is that making sense? I hope it's making sense because I feel like I'm kind of rambling. So if I'm looking straight on and tip my head back, I'm opening up more lid space to see that upper crease. But then when I come back down, it's closing down on that space so I can see where that hooded aspect is going to end up. Make sense? I hope so. Okay, let's get on with this. So I'm just going to keep blending that out. And you can bring it up as high as you want. See, I keep going up a little bit higher towards my eyebrow here. So I'm going to go back in with that first brush. I didn't pick up any additional product. I feel like there's a little space right in here that needs to be buffed out. Right up in here. So I might get a little dab of product. Add that in. And just go back and forth right there to fill in that space. See what I mean? Okay. And then I'm going to go back to that brush with no product. And just buff it around. So see the difference there? See how that color blended in here and buffed out that harsh line, and now see how that harsh line is there, but that harsh line is not over here. So that would be your transition shade that's helping to transition from that lid to this crease so you don't see that harsh line. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye real quick. Hold on. Okay, so you can see the nice dark blown out situation that I have created on my eyes, and that's okay. That's what makeup's all about, having fun, doing whatever it is. I didn't know what to expect, and I'm just gonna roll with it. So next, let's go ahead and pop on. I'm gonna go in with this color Pure, and I'm gonna take this Morphe M124 brush. It's just this little tiny, oh, hold on. No, I'm not. I'm gonna take a clean one because I have multiple of that brush, because it's just a brush I always go to. So I am going to take this other M124 brush, and I'm gonna pick up that Pure color because the other one had a little bit of residual glitter in it, it looked like. Need to wash my brushes. And I'm gonna put that right up here on that high point. Yeah, I switched up eyes. And put it on the high point of my eye to brighten it up a bit. And then I'm going to go back in with that brush that I was using, that Luxie brush, and just buff it out a little bit so it's not such a stark contrast. Just to tone it down a little. And then I'm going to now I'm going to go in with this Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. It's just a fluffy brush. And I'm going to go in with this peach color. So I'm not really sure what I want to do under here yet. And I'm just going to lay that down on the under eye. Probably not a necessary step, but if you look here, see how some of that lid color has transferred down onto the bottom? It's an easy fix. You can just take a Q-tip, clean it right up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in with that same tapered brush. I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go into this chestnut color, the same one that I used as the transition shade up here. And I'm lightly going to come out here to the outer corner. And see, since the brush is tapered, it's easier too. So you can kind of put it on an angle and start connecting that outer color here and bring it down under the eye. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is go in with that pure color that I put on the brow bone. And I'm going to take this ColourPop E10. Almost looks like a pencil brush. It's just got a pointed tip. It's pretty dense. I'm going to dip into that color. Tap it off. I'm going to put that on the inner corner. To open up the eye, because it is a very dark eye. And you can go as far in as you want. You can do a little bit, you can do a lot. You know, just pay attention to your eye shape and do what works for you. Just try to get it as symmetrical as possible. See? What I'm going to do also to further open the eye, instead of doing like a dark, dramatic black eyeliner, I'm going to go in with my Nars Bonaparte. Yeah, I think it's pretty sure that's what it is. And I'm going to put that on the lower waterline, not the lash line. I'm going to put it on the waterline. There you go. And I'm just going to hop off because anybody that knows me has been watching my channel. If you've watched other videos, you know that I can't see worth the shit. So I need to get all up in my mirror to do my eyeliner, and there's no sense in wasting your time to see me do eyeliner that I pretty much do the same way all the time. So I'm just going to go on and do a winged eyeliner and pop on some mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so 30 minutes later. Now it's really not. It feels like it. Yeah, so we're just gonna spray the shit out of your face. Literally. And then I fan it off. Ooh, that smells good. Let's just use the Morphe continuous setting spray. And you let it sit for a minute. And then if you feel the need, you can spray your face again. I don't feel the need to spray my face again. So, well shit. I forgot about this, so that's dumb. So I also have the Harry Potter Pygmy Puff Jelly Blush. But I'd already done my full face before I did, anybody else? Do you guys have this problem? Like, shit just does not want to open for you, and then you're like ripping the box because you can't like get it out. I feel like I do that all the time, and I'm like, what the heck? Like, you know, you watch people do these unboxings and they're like opening things all nice, and I'm like, that shit does not go like that for me at all. Not at all. So I ripped the box all up and yada 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 whatever. But it's like a, that's the blush. So it's like a cream, so I really do want to use it. So I'll do this in the next video. Hopefully I remember. And then they had 2 colors left. Let's see. So here is, which one is this? Matte Lip Crayon. And this one says Order of the Phoenix. So that's like, here's the crayon and there's the color. So definitely a bit of a difference. What about, but not to the barrel of it. So that's pretty interesting that they did get that pretty close. And then this one is Love Potion Amortentia. I don't know. I wish I could say spells. Anyway, so that's a lighter color. Shit. Sorry, guys. So there it is next to it. And then there's the barrel, the bottom of it. So I think we're gonna go with this lighter color. Let's see what happens. I don't have any lip liner or anything on. Let's just see. It's pretty soft. It looks a shit ton darker on my lips. Like more, it really looks like that fuchsia color on my lips, but it's not. It's that lighter color. It goes on pretty nice. Glides on. Doesn't feel sticky because I don't like sticky. I don't like sticky. Do I like the color on me? Not at all. In my mirror, it doesn't look as bright as it does on camera in the viewfinder. It looks more toned down and muted. I don't know. Am I a fan of the color on me? Like, I like it on... So there it is on my hand. And then you can see the comparison there on my lips. I don't know. Maybe it's going to look different on your screen. But what I'm seeing in my viewfinder and what I'm seeing in my viewfinder for comparison here, it looks different. It definitely does. Yeah, it even looks darker on my lips, like in my mirror, compared to my hand there. So, anyway, is what it is. Woo! Almost dropped my mirror. But let's get to it. So let me zoom you out a bit. Let's see. Yeah. Kind of interested with how dark this would look on my lips. Gonna have to wait till the next video. But anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. So normally I do this in the beginning, but I don't feel like doing it in the beginning. I'm gonna do it now after the video. So because I've just been kind of thinking as I'm like going along. Again, here's the palette. Do I love it? No. Do I think they could have done better? Yes. I really do. Like, I think just on the play of colors, like compared to the other palettes. So compared to the other 3 palettes and what they are inside. So I really like this one. Like, I think that's fun. I think that that's good for Hufflepuff. I'm in love with that mustardy color there, that goldeny mustardy color. I haven't even opened them all yet. I'm in love with that. Do I think they should have put that in here? Yes, I do. I feel like for Gryffindor colors, like if you are a Harry Potter fan and you have any Gryffindor attire or anything like that, even watching the movies, it's like that scarlety reddish color along with that golden, that goldeny yellow color, mustardy. Do I think they should have put that in here? Probably. I really feel like they should have. I feel like they could have played up that deep red scarlety color and done a little more with that. This autumn color, to me, when I think of autumn and I think of the word, do I get that color? No, not at all. I get more of chestnut. Do I feel like they probably should have named that chestnut? Yes, because that's more of like a chestnutty color. So the words that they put with the colors kind of throw me off. Peach, not really sure. There's nothing peachy about that. Inspired by Gryffindor house colors, this palette features warm tones and pops of red and gold. Includes 9 eyeshadows in matte and shimmer finishes. Do I get pops of red and gold from this? No. I mean, there's this gold, but that's not even a gold that I would associate with Gryffindor. Do you feel me? Again, this is just my opinion. Like my dad says, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. Do you have to agree with me? Absolutely not. You could listen to me and be like, you're full of shit. I don't get what you're saying. To me, the consumer, that's what I get from this. Chocolate Frog, yeah, that kind of goes with that. Cocoa, like I said, playing around with the color and using that. Like it looks like it has more of this mauvey purplish color. Like it's almost like a combination of these two in here is kind of what I get from that. It's dark, but then when I swatch it, I get that dark cocoa chocolatey color in there, so that makes sense to me. But it also has like those silvery flecks in it. Again, if you're talking about pops of gold, are the silver supposed to kind of like simulate like marshmallow pulling that white color? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Is it pretty? Yes, it's pretty. I'm down with that color. Obviously, it's on my lids. I did a full blown out dramatic eye look with it. Yeah, have fun with it. Totally down with that. Again, don't get chestnut from this. Mandrake. I mean, yeah, when they pull those babies out of the pot and they are screaming, yeah, I get that color from there. They have like that hue in their yeah, I get that. I was gonna say that hue in their body, like when they're pulling them out of the dirt. And anyway, hope you've seen it. So I get that color, you know, Howler, the Howler ball, it's red, it's angry. Do I get that? Do I get red and angry from that? I don't know, but that's a pretty soft color. It's like, you know, I get more of that red, coppery, super fucking pretty. Like, honestly, swatching that, it is a super pretty color. Maybe could have been a little deeper. Maybe put gold flecks in that. Yeah, I just feel like they could have. I mean, it's got a little shimmer to it. Would they say? Yeah, shimmer finishes. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. My point is, could they have done a little better with the Gryffindor palette? Yes. Yes, they could have. Do you want to hear me go on and on anymore? Probably not. Probably not. Here, let's swatch. This is the gold in the middle. So I'm going to swatch this one here. I've got it on my finger already. Does it look like a gold I have in probably 12 more palettes? Thinking so, guys. I'm thinking so. It's not anything, again, that jumps out at me that I'm like, oh shit, I need that palette. However, with the other ones, I mean, even looking at the Slytherin palette, like, yeah, this color right here, this ivy color, jumps out at me. You know, these greens jump out at me. Yes, it definitely screams Slytherin to me. Like I said with Hufflepuff, this mustardy color, hells yeah, that jumps out at me. I mean, they even have golden snitch right here, and I feel like that color would have even done better in the Gryffindor palette than the gold they put in there. You know, even this pixie color in Ravenclaw. Yes, that screams at me. I'm like, ooh, shit. Like that Hedwig pops out at me. The ghost color pops out at me. Like, I can't wait to bust these open and do it. I just decided to do the Gryffindor palette first because I'm like, damn, Ulta. Like, you did go with the other three, and here you just let Gryffindor go down. And most people, I feel like, because of the popularity of the movie, I feel like most people are going to jump to want to go to the Gryffindor because most people are like, I want to be in the Gryffindor house. Harry Potter, Ron, Hermione, all the main characters came out of Gryffindor. So could they have done better with this palette? Absolutely. Absolutely they could have. So, alright guys, I know that's enough of me rambling. You're probably like, oh my gosh. If you've even made it to this point in the video, thank you. Thank you for listening to my rambling shit. I appreciate it. So, I need somebody to talk to. I don't know. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on the Gryffindor palette. I can't wait to play with the other 3, and I hope you come back to see what I have to say about them as well. Leave me some comments below. Do you like how I switched up and do the talking after the fact rather than doing it in the beginning and doing that, oh, hello guys, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't know. I'm just switching up, playing around. Leave some comments below. If you freaking love this palette, tell me about it. Tell me why in the comments. I want to hear it. If you're like, hey, I think you're wrong, let's have a discussion. I'm here for that. Let's open it up. Let's have some fun. You know, let's do this, people. Let's interact a little bit. Again, as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're watching this. And thanks for stopping by, guys. Hit that subscribe thing that popped up somewhere. It's going to pop up. It's going to be my face. Hit that to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for coming back. Watch something else I've put out. Bye.